video. This video is for you if you believe that earnings is better than quantity. Okay? And I'll explain that. Horse sense. This is all about horse sense. Okay? I want to explain to you how your meal, your Coke, coffee, and so on is paid for by a stockbroker. Now that may sound a little crazy, but I'm going to give you an analogy, okay? To prove this to be true. Although it is hypothetical, I think you can use this analogy. I'd almost bet on it, okay, that it would work. Now, this is for you people that seem to believe, I can't do this, I can't buy silver because I don't think I've got enough money. You know, I can only put very little in it. But let me explain something to you. Just as Mr. Jim Little said the other day on the interview with Quality Silver Bullion, if you buy a couple of silver rounds, you're in the game, okay? You're in the game. And once you get those, you feel something, you know, you just feel, you know, it actually becomes an addiction because you recognize that you have money. And when you go back and you study some history back whenever our currency was backed by gold and silver, you'll understand how the Federal Reserve has really stuck it to us. The elite, the foreign bankers that was involved in the creation of the Federal Reserve back in 1913, such people as your Rockefellers, your Rothschilds, your Warburgs, your Morgans, okay? And these people finance both sides of all these wars that we've had. They're crooks. And I'm going to put over here in my description box a link to an excellent video. I think it's an excellent video for all first time looking into the investment of silver, and for all of you people that have never seen it. It's called The Monopoly Men. It's about 47 minutes. You will learn and understand what the Federal Reserve has done to us and made us slaves to debt. Now, okay, this is all going to be horse sense. First, if you people up in the Manhattan area, around Wall Street, want to try this, I'm sure you'll have a good time. All right, first off, you need to go rent you a nice suit. Something go along with the same type suits that the brokers are wearing. Or just dress up like a shorts. Isn't that something? Nice suit. Okay, we always need a little humor here. You'll always get it with my channel. I always make some kind of boo-boo. And rent you a pair of nice shoes. Get you some core frames if you really want to spot, you know, glitter. Okay? I'm going to show you that it's not about quantity. It's about earnings. Okay. Rent you a suit. Rent you a nice pair of shoes. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you it's about earnings. Okay? For instance, let's make this even. Okay? Let's make this easy. Okay? Okay, let's say that you had purchased let's see, 10 ounces of silver at $10. Okay? An ounce. And this has been back since, within the year that it was at $10, okay? All right, and let's use today's price at approximately $17.50. Okay. If you notice, you have made 75% on that investment. And you have only purchased 10 ounces of silver. It's not about how much you've got of it, but it's your earnings. Would you invest $1 to make $1.50? Would you invest $5 to make $7.50? Would you invest $20 to make $30? Of course you would. Anytime. Anytime that you've got something that you hold and you can make that much money, as long as it doesn't have a moral value to you, you sell it and make that kind of money. Well, why not do it here? Huh? Why not do it here? If you can only put $5 or $10 a week, do it. You will never be able to make the earnings unless you initiate this, okay? And I'm so concerned. I got a lot of concern about the single moms out there, and I know there's some single dads, but most of these single moms have deadbeat dads. I was never a deadbeat dad. Never. Now, you're going to take those shoes and that suit, and you're going to go into a place where the brokers go during lunch or after lunch, or after their day. You're going to find a stockbroker will always brag about his earnings, always brag what he has done for a particular client. He's always got this great story, and that always is a seller. A story sells, okay? Now, he doesn't want to tell you about what he's lost. If you're sitting next to him, let him go on. Let him go on about what he has told you, okay? And I use this same analogy with Lucky 43113 whenever he wanted to stop buying silver, because he didn't think he had enough money. He didn't want to feel like he was embarrassed, and he didn't want to feel like that he couldn't do what other people done or were doing. You let that broker go on and on and on, and you tell him, or he tells you, look, I made 10% for this, and I made 8% on that. Let me tell you, those are good earnings in the stock market, okay? 8%, 10%, even 7%, let him go on. And then you tell him, you know what, in my investments, I have made 75%. Now mind, you only talking about you invested just $100. It doesn't matter. You don't have to tell him how much you invested. He's going to pick you. He's going to probably beg you to find out exactly what you're doing to earn that kind of return. He will. Common sense, horse sense, tells you that he'll do this. And I just wanted to point this out to you people. It's not how much you got, it's your earnings that you'll make off your investment. It's all about earnings. It's not about how much you got. So I want to encourage you people that's got a lower income to don't give up. Do it anyway, just like I mentioned in my previous video. Do it anyway. If you only got $5 or $10 a week, do it. You'll find yourself in the long run with a lot of silver. I hope I've encouraged somebody to do it anyway. Don't give up. Lucky 43113 did not give from 20 ounces when he wanted to quit to now close to 250 ounces. Congratulations, Lucky. You stuck in there.